What's up, y'all? This is the Curious One, and we're here kicking it at the Ugly Table. We're gonna take a look at the retro Spider-Man, the retro card Hobgoblin. Now, I've heard a lot of complaints about this figure. Um, some of them are valid. Some of them are kind of like, this sounds kind of like your preference. But I mean, I don't know. This is my first Hobgoblin action figure, so I'm just happy to have it in hand. Does look kind of cartoony. I have heard the complaints that he doesn't actually um, match the aesthetic from the cartoon. It's been a very long time since I've watched the cartoon, to be honest with you. And when I look at the figure, it does say, cartoon Spider-Man, but at the same time, if you even look at the package, some of the colors are a bit off. Um, and even the boots. I believe those are going to be retro Captain America boots, but I could be wrong. I don't have. He's sitting in my pile of loot, actually, which will be my first, like, old school Captain America figure. But he's sitting in my pile of loot, waiting for me to have him shipped. But to me, that's what those boots look like. I'm not sure why they decided not to use the Hobgoblin boots. I'm guessing they didn't want all the detail. They wanted it to be very flat and kind of plain. Um, so, yeah. So we have the Spider-Man, got a Marvel Comics, got a +4, got Goblin Glider, and then in some other languages, got some old retro-looking artwork down here. Says don't feed it to small children. Got Hasbro over there, window with the figure, and you can see everything that comes in the package. So on the back you got the Marvel, got the Spider-Man, got Hobgoblin, got the same artwork from the front. Just you can see the entire thing on the back here. Have an instructional thing that's not very instructional. Got a little write-up here in a few different languages. Got all the figures in the wave. Got attention, do not feed it small children. Got a Hasbro down there. Got your skew over there. And then down here it says, China is asshole. So, yeah, let's go ahead and open up this package and take a look at the figure. So here he is out of the package with his accessories. We'll go ahead and take a look at the accessories first. So here's his glider. Now, it is my understanding, and from the pictures that I've seen, this glider is a reuse, just molded in a different color and with some different paint apps. From what I'm hearing and seeing, it's actually a little bit better because I don't believe they painted in the eyes with the other one, and that's a nice detail. It makes it look cool. Now, I kind of wish, I've seen it before where they have gliders that have a hole for a ball joint, and then with a stand. That would have been really cool to come with this guy. I kind of wish they would have taken the time and effort to do that. This is kind of a malleable. Did I use that word right? I don't know. It's flexible. It's a flexible plastic. Now, I did hear the complaints that because of the boots, he doesn't sit on the glider all that well. And I've watched Robo do it, and that seems to be the case. Here's a satchel pack in a purple color, which I believe is different from typical. They did go ahead and put silver on the buckle, so that's good. Give them props for doing that. They could have just given it to us without that. It would have been nice if they would hit that with silver as well, but can't always have everything you want. Then we have the pumpkin bomb, and I believe this actually came with a. Come on, you can do it. There we go. I believe this actually came with a more realistic looking Hobgoblin. So it's a little weird that they gave us this one with the figure that they're trying to make look cartoonish. But to be honest with you, I do like this pumpkin bomb. But glow in the dark and transparent things are, I really like them, so maybe I'm biased. I'm having a lot of trouble getting things focused. Let's see. Forget. Blow your eyes out. There we go. So it looks really good, but I've also seen where he has trouble holding it. It's a little too fat for it. An effect where it looked like he was throwing it would have been really cool. With some clear plastic or something. I don't know. We've seen the effects where for the throwing stars and stuff like that. I think that would have worked pretty good. Alright, so let's look at the figure itself. Painting the eyes are really good. Painting the mouth looks really good. He's got a green wash that goes over top of the face. Looks really good. Body is kind of flat, plain, but I think that's what they were going for with this figure. Does have peg holes. The belt does move. The cape looks nice. Looks like that's wear from the card. So yeah, I guess the ink from the card kind of rubbed onto the cape itself. So yeah, you can get him, you can make it look like the cape is blowing, kind of, looks like. Only thing is, you're gonna have to have his head tilted down. But for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. He does look nicer with the hood pushed down further. And then of course he's got the typical articulation that you get with this body, because it is a Reese body. It's not like it's a new mold or anything, so let's see. Yeah, he's on a disc and a ball. Double jointed, but the glove is going to get in the way. In and out, in and out, ab crunch there, waist swivel there, ball joints for the legs, get you out. Hey, he can do the splits pretty good. That's way better than a lot of Spider-Man. Thigh swivel, kick forward, a little less than 9. Oh no, there we go. About 90. Kick back about to right there. Thigh swivel. I suck at the articulation. That's why typically I'd like to try to just skip it. You got a boot cut right there at the top. You're gonna get not very much up, a whole lot of down, and some ankle pivot. Alright, so it is a bit difficult to get him to stay on that glider. And definitely difficult to get the pumpkin to stay in his hand. I'm probably just gonna forget about trying to keep the pumpkin in his hand and probably use some type of sticky tack or maybe even just straight up glue him to the glider, because what I'm wanting to do with this figure is put a push pin in the ceiling and then have him hanging from it. So yeah, I don't know, maybe put some washes, maybe try to get that yellow to look a little bit more orange, to look kind of like the art that's on the card. But to be honest with you, I have so much stuff that I need to get done that I probably ain't gonna worry about it too much. The figure, it doesn't match up with what it's supposed to, but in my head when I look at it I go, yeah, that's the cartoon Hobgoblin. So even though it's not perfect, it does fit into my mind's eye, so I'm good with it. Hopefully this helped you guys out if you're on the fence whether or not you want to get it. um, so yeah, have a good night, try to stay out of trouble, y'all take it easy. All right, peace.